There! It's in all the way.
Thank you. Please, can we stay like this for a little while?
You have to go through this painful procedure every 3 months?
I have no choice if I want to live. Thank you for doing it. I'm glad you did it for me.
I'm sorry. I'm not that good at these things. It must have been painful.
Welcome to Speak Geek, your weekly video game podcast. I'm Pedro.
I'm George.
I'm Burnley.
And I'm Travis.
Alright guys, let's speak some geek.
Alright guys, we're going to start the week off with some news. So it's Monday. We're recording this on a Monday, trying to get in the groove of things, and there isn't much fucking news out there. I tried to scrounge together as much stuff as I could. I guess the first item I put on the list was leaked concept art and videos from a Star Wars Battlefront Online surfaced on the internet. Did you guys see some of this?
Yeah, I did see that, and it looks pretty. As in pretty.
Well, it's been canceled, so don't get your hopes up, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah?
Well, hasn't like stuff been leaking like all year? Like, wasn't there like character art at one point and like actual character models that were included in Mass Effect 3 or something like that? Like,
yeah, they had like a 20-minute full-on gameplay demo of someone's like from the start menu actually jumping into a fight at one point that he put on YouTube because like ever since the games have been canceled, I'm sure all the NDAs have ended, so they're all just like, screw it, here's all the content we have that you guys can see how far we made it. But
seems kind of mean.
I mean, if it was from Slant 6,
Slant 6, and they are not that great of a developer. I mean, they're
What have they made?
oh god,
Resident Evil.
Operation
Raccoon
City.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, that was their lovely game.
Anything? What else?
That's
it?
Is that
all?
No,
SOCOMs.
they did the SOCOMs on the PSPs, the Fireteam Bravos.
Oh, were
That's
those?
too bad.
Yeah, they were okay. I mean, they weren't amazing games, but they're PSP games. They're decent.
So was the Resident Evil their last effort? Like the last license they got handed and they just fucked over?
Yeah, they had Battlefronts for Star Wars before that, and that got canceled. Then they got handled Resident Evil from Capcom. I tried to get more Western developers to try and make their games, and then we saw what happened.
just
with
keep fucking it up.
Yeah. Second thing I got was EA's officially been dropped from Nasdaq's top 100, I believe it was. Did you guys hear about that? Does read on that?
As in stocks?
Yeah, stocks. Hold on.
Yeah, Nasdaq.
Nasdaq's top 100, following like Netflix and all of them who've been dropped. Pretty much their shares aren't worth much anymore. This is what I gathered from the articles online.
Wait, but when you say dropped, how far down?
They're off the list. They're no longer being.
So they could be 101.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It is a slow news week, ain't it?
Yeah. No, it's rough. And then final thing I found was some information was leaked on Borderlands 2's third DLC. Any Borderlands? You guys Borderlands?
I love Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands 2. Their third one. It looks like Reddit user got a hold of a bunch of information regarding the new adventure, which focuses on Hammerlock. It was codenamed Sage. It's codenamed Saged, and it'll take you to kind of a swampy area, is what he was saying, and just kind of a big game hunt thing involving Hammerlock and his mustache. And he posted like tons of stuff, videos from it, screenshots, and as well as like the whole opening intro that Hammerlock says. So a big old leak on that. If
you ever wonder how that stuff actually gets leaked?
It doesn't.
Yeah,
that's what I assumed.
It's just some PR guy deciding like, oh well, we'll make it viral.
Oh no, who took this?
That's I'm with Burnley on that. Yeah, it's just sometimes so much stuff gets leaked that's like, really, come on. There's no way that someone hacked in your servers or something and stole this.
Yeah, or like the whole like Bungie's Destiny thing. Did you guys hear about that?
Oh
No.
yeah, I've been reading.
Okay,
that.
well, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so, someone found a USB drive with like high level PowerPoints and stuff like that you would be giving to like say Activision or EA, and it was just talking about Destiny. It had some like crude artwork or like really early artwork, not crude, not like caveman drawings or anything. Yeah, but then immediately after this thing was found, that like Bungie said, yeah, it's our next game, and then gave new trailers and stuff.
Yeah,
or not new trailers, but like new posters and things like
It's
that.
a new IP. It's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Halo
because
spin-off
Bungie's
or
not
something?
working with Microsoft anymore.
Yeah, this is
so.
their first multi-platform game. They said it was going to be for PS3, Xbox 360, but I doubt that's true anymore. So
No, I'm sure it will. I don't think they really like fully released all the systems it's going to be on, because it could be. I have no doubt it'll be on PC.
yeah, well, I just think it's going to jump ship to PS4 and Xbox 720, whatever the hell it's called, which is actually rumored to Xbox 8. That sounds terrible if they do that called that.
Xbox 8.
Like
Yeah.
Windows 8.
Yeah, because they're trying to rebrand themselves.
No.
Oh.
No, that's someone just talking shit.
So that was another rumor.
Okay.
No, it mainly came down to it's either Xbox 8 or Xbox Infinity, because Microsoft filed a bunch of trademarks for websites, simply Xbox8.com. So that's why a lot of people weren't sure. They said it could be Xbox Infinity, or because like that 8's the closest thing you can get.
Okay, so I'm the fucking assistant. I'm like, Johnson, Burnley, we need a new Xbox name. We gotta take this to press tomorrow. So what do you got for me, Burnley?
Xbox 8.
Xbox 8?
I love it.
Okay, wait, so I go over to the next fucking cubicle. See this worker bee over here. George, so what do you got about that new Xbox name?
Xbox 8.
Now, see, I set up this skit in the hope that they would give me something unique and clever, but now I'm thinking this is exactly how it went down, because this is all they can think of.
You're like, shit, we released Windows 8.
When I call it like the X, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Would you actually want Xbox 720? Would that be?
No, that's dumb.
I don't know what. I could just say like Xbox.
What if it's the X Cube?
The X Cube. The X Cube. I don't know.
X triangle?
It seemed pretty plausible that it'd be called Xbox 8. I mean, mainly from just everything's being rebranded as 8 now since Windows 8 just came out.
No.
And then there was the whole thing
Don't
regarding
sound gay.
Windows 8. They're saying Windows 8 is the
Don't
final
throw people
OS.
off.
No, that's
Xbox 8. What happened to
Well,
fucking
well,
3 to fucking 7?
Exactly.
They're rebranding everything. They're rebranding everything Xbox now. Like Zune Music, it's now Xbox Music, and Xbox TV.
But why don't they just like do the whole thing and like get rid of this whole like numbers crap and just do Xbox, or the next PlayStation could be PlayStation.
It could be.
Like,
I mean, for all we know, it might be. But
Yeah,
PlayStation, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be called 4. Everyone's been I've been reading stuff online. 4 is like a bad number in Japan or something like that. I don't know.
What?
Yeah, it's like like 666 to Americans or however the hell that works.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 4 over there is actually really bad. So, I've been reading online that they wonder if Sony would actually go forward with PlayStation 4.
What if they call it like PlayStation 4 but spell it differently?
Oh,
Like PH.
like
Poor.
HOUR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, they might rebrand it like similar to like the Vita, the PlayStation Vita, instead of the PlayStation, PSP 2 or something. So
Okay.
I mean, everyone's probably just trying to think of new names to go with at this point, because you can't just keep calling PlayStation 4, Xbox 720.
Are you sure? Because they've been going on that route.
We're getting
For
to
a
that.
while.
We're getting to that point, though. I mean, I don't know. So that's all I got for news. It's a Monday. Like I said, once we get going and we figure out a schedule, when more news is out there, we'll be good. But we're recording this on a Monday. Probably hear this on Tuesday. So
I was thinking that we can do how last week we did where everybody named a bad game they played. Well, this year one game that surprisingly was good to you. Like you thought it was gonna be shit, but it wasn't.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's a.
So we have to think of this like on
Right
the
now?
spot
Oh,
right
yeah.
no. Why don't we do that at the end? Like,
we could do it a little
let's
later.
do it at
I'm
the
just
end,
saying
like
we
we
could
did
do that.
Okay.
So I guess
Okay.
what next thing we do
Game
rumors.
Oh, rumors. Okay.
Any rumors you guys read out there lately today? I mean, because it's coming off the weekend. I don't think anything's really going on. It's holidays now.
I heard Half-Life 3 is coming.
Man, Half-Life 3. That game's got to be in development, but they're just waiting to announce the next Source engine. Like that's my answer. I think Half-Life 3 is in development there, and they're toying around with it. and it's working on Source 2.0, the next iteration of the engine, but it won't be announced until PlayStation 4 and Xbox 8 are all announced and everything, because it's gonna be like they're gonna launch it on the consoles. Is why I mean, that's my. I mean, because they also have Steam now running on PS3, so they're gonna have probably a better interface for PlayStation 4, however the hell that works. And I mean that's my guess is that Half-Life 3 exists, but it will probably exists in a tech demo type of form where it's running on Source 2.0, or whatever you want to call their next engine. And yeah, that's my theory, and that's why they're kind of beating around the bush with it, because they're just kind of, it's Valve. They have so much money they can just take.
Maybe they'll just make it their launch title when the new system comes out.
There's that too.
What was it called?
Totally possible. Oh, like,
They're
well,
just
it
waiting.
doesn't have a full like name, but it's like the Steam box or something like that.
I still see them launching on consoles after releasing Portal and the success they had with that. I mean, it's still a success on PC, but consoles are where everyone's at still. I mean, PC's growing, but they want to make a profit. I'm sure they would on PC. It's release on consoles. Why not? That, like I said, I mean, it mainly just comes down to after how Gabe Newell talked glory to the PlayStation 3 after Xbox shit on him. So that.
Well, he's the man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this isn't a rumor, but it just occurred to me. Is there a good Kinect game out there?
Dance Central's all I got if you want to dance. I mean,
I haven't even
Dance
played
Central was okay. The Kinect could get real wonky.
that's the thing, is the Kinect isn't 1-to-1. It's very bad, like very bad tracking. It's like you'll be dancing, and it'll just lose track. You feel like a fun game I enjoy is Disneyland Connect. The whole one where you can actually run
I
around.
actually wanted to play that.
That's fun. I have it if you have. Do you have a Kinect, George?
What? No.
I guess not.
What's that?
So yeah, no, I got it, and it's actually pretty fun. Like, but it's dumb how they had it work. So instead of like just lifting your feet to move or something like that to see you walking, you have to hold your hand out and you tilt it right to go right, or you tilt it left to go left. But the thing is it like loses track in your body sometimes. So if you hold your hand out, your guy will just stop all of a sudden because it's lost track of your arm now sticking in front of you. So you have to like hold it over here, which then starts turning to the right because it's thinking you're turning right. I don't know. I mean, maybe Kinect version 2.0 will be more amazing. But
You think that will actually come to fruition?
oh,
Another Kinect?
it's already happening. I can guarantee Microsoft is putting it. It's probably going to be sold with the Xboxes. It's not going to be an add-on. It'll be in there.
You know how they can make $1 million? Just make a sex simulator.
People tried that actually. Did you when they released the SDK for coders and all that?
Really?
Yeah, some people actually started making sex simulators with the like we could grab girls' boobs and all that. And I think Microsoft shut that down quickly. Though.
But it's just like in the air.
Yeah, like so like the video.
It's your imagination, bro.
They posted it on YouTube. Yeah, they posted on YouTube and like so the guy they're usually European, right? Is that how that works? So some European guy.
Hey.
He's like,
I'm not European.
sorry, European listeners. That like one we have right now. So yeah, no, he's sitting there and he's like, oh, look, blah, 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 and he's like, grabbing this girl.
What did you just say? What?
As if it wasn't bad enough, you never pretend to do a European accent. That has been Speak Geek for the day.
So, but yeah, so he's just like reaching out there and he's just kind of caressing the air, but on the screen, it shows him caressing a girl's body. So that's it.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I said, people want freaky shit.
No, but like
It's like on Greenlight, Steam's Greenlight project, how of course they had all the sex games on there too, where all you did was like have girls and you played with them. But and that's when they shut that down. They're like, all right, now you got to pay $100 to do this because we're tired of this crap. tired of getting your sex games if you just want to have sex with girls, bunch of nerds. Yeah, man, that's it, man.
The Kinect game, the one I've tried recently was that new Marvel game.
Oh yeah, how is that?
Oh,
The Avengers Battle for Earth or whatever it's called.
That game
It
looks
was
terrible.
garbage.
Man.
Really?
It was garbage. I went to Best Buy and tried that out. I was like, because the cuts, like the cinematics for it, I was like, oh, this looks dope. But I've never heard of this game. Like, what is this, right? So I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So I'm there. It is it's unresponsive most of the time. It was really bad. I'm trying to I was playing with the Hulk and Thor, I believe, right? Against Captain America and I think Iron Man, And I was like, okay, so the moves essentially were like, it tells you what to do, right? Kind of. Like, you can jab forward and you'll do like just like small hits to your opponent. You can jump and like you'll do like this like heavier attack and stuff like that. You could like kind of shoulder charge and it has all these moves, but a lot of the times only the jab works. Because I'm trying to jump, I was like, oh, I want to do my other move. And I'm jumping like 3 times like in a row. I'm like, it's not working. So I'll just jab again because I was like, I'm looking like an idiot. After a while, I was like, I'm looking like a dumbass playing this game, and like at Best Buy, just like openly like this because I'm looking like a dumbass.
Well,
And
is
the
there a way
screen,
to
nothing is
play
happening.
Connect and look cool?
Yeah.
By
They could.
yourself.
They
maybe.
try to have like a fake living room set up for you so you feel at home.
Yeah.
You know, they have like couches and shit there too.
Huh.
Yeah.
The problem I see with the Kinect is that, did you guys ever play the like it was like Tekken 3 at GameWorks?
No.
No? Well, it was exactly the same thing where you had like these sensors, and so you had to like punch
Oh
or kick
yeah,
or
I
whatever.
remember that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That would
It was
never
just-
work.
It didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't. It was like you and a friend would just get up there and just,
Yeah.
you know, just make these short jabs at the like screen, and it sounds like there
It's-
hasn't really been any like
It's
move
motion.
toward improving that.
Motion controller, just like without a controller, is tough. I mean, yeah, it's
No.
rough. Unfortunately, you know, Sony's the PlayStation Move, which is sold atrociously. Well, I don't know. You guys
No.
probably don't know numbers on that, but
I don't know the numbers on it, but I mean, it's not. I mean, it's everybody wants the Kinect. I think the Kinect sold more just because.
oh, well,
They
they
marketed it
they
so
spent
much.
$500 million, $500 million they spent on that marketing campaign alone.
Yeah.
I mean, not only that, but everyone was blown away. It was just like the Wii. Everyone was like, "What's the Wii? What, this waggle crap?" And then you had to connect, and they're like, "No controller." Everyone's like flipping their shit now. They're like, "Oh my god, there's no controller! I can sit there and be like Xbox Play." And so I don't know.
No, the Move I think is
Move.
way better than the Kinect.
The Move, yeah, I agree. I don't. Have you played was it Desmond's Quest? PlayStation Move Desmond's Quest, whatever it's called.
No.
That's a fun one. That one's like an on rails one. And,
Oh, okay.
and they keep it simple, so like Desmond's running, and if you sword fight, you know, he pulls out a sword, and if you're doing like ninja darts, you just kind of flick your wrist so it throws the ninja stars, and then, you know, the bow and arrow, same kind of, you pull it out and pull it out.
Bowing.
like Desmond from like Assassin's Creed.
No, Desmond as in like the medieval Desmond. Do you ever play Medieval on PlayStation?
Oh,
yeah.
The
Yeah.
skeleton dude?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They tried to revive him, so it's called Medieval Moves Desmond's Quest, I think is the full name.
Oh.
And yeah, of course it didn't sell. So, and then that one and Sorcery was a pretty fun one too. That was actually pretty cool. Like it was like a Harry Potter knockoff. So, but you'd take the move and you'd wave it around, and since it's 1-to-1, finally it worked, and yeah, it was pretty
And
fun.
everyone got mad pussy.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone that bought it got tons of it.
Okay.
Motion controls, man. That's the crap of this generation, I tell you.
Crap.
Wii bowling was the only cool thing that came out of it. Like,
Bowling's pretty fun.
Wii bowling was the shit. It wasn't
Oh, that boxing, man.
Yeah,
That
no,
boxing was legit.
Yeah, I liked boxing.
Me and Burnley got down on that a couple of times.
Played that for hours.
Yeah.
I was so good at the bowling because I could always get that curve just right to strike every time. Strike.
I was thinking like Brian, the same way. He was like stepbrother, just like mastered golf and bowling.
Yeah, I don't know. I was terrible at that golf one.
Golf is because I'd swing too hard, so I'd do the whole like.
It ended up just being like you just kind of slightly.
Yeah,
flick
you just
it.
kind of flick it, and then it would be
Yeah.
like. Yeah, that thing sucked.
So
I like Red Steel too.
Red Steel
Red Steel
2.
2.
Oh, that was actually a pretty fun game. Yeah, that was when they used the Wii Motion Plus though.
Yeah.
That's why.
exactly.
So.
Yeah. Well,
we got a.
It's time for our new segment,
Yeah.
everybody.
It's our spoilers.
Well, apparently I didn't upload the version with Burnley. But spoilers ahead.
Spoilers ahead, yes.
Major spoilers to our listeners. We're gonna George, our one of our co-hosts here, is gonna spoil a huge game.
This week I choose Halo 4.
So if you're playing Halo 4 right now and don't want to hear spoilers, go ahead and skip ahead like 10 minutes.
Yeah, probably 10-15 minutes to
Yeah.
get good past this because he's gonna spoil all of it in its Halo glory,
Yes.
just all over the screen. Right now.
All right. So, after playing Halo 4, I was very impressed, as I've told you guys.
Because Master Chief just wins.
Because Master Chief.
Does he win? Does he win?
Oh my God, he does.
He takes
Because
off
there's
the-
gonna be a 5. So
He's
does
gonna
he
be a
win?
5 and a 6.
Does he
so
take
he
off-
has to win. He doesn't. He has to win the.
Does he take
the
off his
next
helmet
couple
yet?
Times, right?
Does he take off the helmet?
Does he take off the helmet? He does take off the helmet.
Yes.
In the first, if you beat it on any other level mode besides legendary, he'll take off the helmet at the end cinematic. He'll take off the helmet, but you won't see his face.
That son of a bitch.
If you beat it on legendary, and this is in every Halo game. In every Halo game, if you beat it one way, you'll get something. If you beat it other than legendary, you'll get it like normal, like a normal,
really?
your normal cinematic. If you beat it in legendary, you'll get a little extra,
Yeah.
a little something
Really?
extra.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a little
I've been-
teaser.
Well, I've never been able to tell because I've always just,
Yes.
I cried
watch
playing
the
on legendary.
cinematic.
Yeah, you cry on yeah. Everybody cries.
I
On
say
legendary.
I think the first one was Johnson and an alien are like fighting over a gun, which then results in them hugging and the alien grabbing his butt, and then that was like kind of little it was a little fun when they did it. And then the second one was what happened at the end of the second one?
The second one, Cortana basically.
Yeah, she's talking to the
She's talking to the
grave mine.
the grave mine from
Yeah.
the flood,
yeah.
and she's basically open book. She tells him like, yeah, I'll tell you everything. Like, go ahead, ask away, ask all the questions you want.
And then what was that thing? The third one showed that Chief just landed on a new planet, if I'm right? Right? It showed that he
Exactly.
lived. He was
Yes.
like crash landing. And then Reach showed a view of inside the ship, and the camera panned over, and you got to see Chief asleep in the cryostasis.
And that wasn't for
Oh,
every.
yeah.
I thought that was for everything.
Yeah. No, it's only
No,
for legendary. It's only for the legendary.
We only played it on
played
Legendary?
yeah,
That
we've
explains
only
it.
played it on
Yeah.
legendary.
Yeah. So
So-
this new one, yeah, you'll be able to see like last time I said, you'll be able to see half his face.
Christian Bale.
And he looks like the upper half of his face looks like Christian Bale,
Okay.
right? But okay, so Cortana dies.
Finally.
Who's Cortana? Oh wait, the blue bit.
the blue bitch.
Yeah,
that,
right.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
AI. Yes.
The AI that was actually
Cortana
attractive for
does
some
not
reasons.
make it at the end. She actually ends up glitching a lot
He's like,
as the game goes on. And what was the main bad guy name? The
Bald-looking guy.
the bald looking guy.
Uncle Remus.
No,
Uncle
no.
Remus.
Okay, we're gonna have to cut this part off. I
This
can't
is-
believe I can't
this isn't
remember
the
what the
blue
guy's
box.
name is.
Well, I don't
Look
know.
it
It's
up.
like
Captain Chode.
No, Captain
All
Chode.
right, I got it. I'll pull it up right now.
Oh my
Thank you.
God.
Thank
I
you.
don't know. They didn't even say it.
No, yes,
like,
they did. The
not where I'm at. They didn't even say anything.
yeah, you
about
already met him.
Buttfucker
it. I
Jones.
did meet him, but they didn't say his name.
It was the
Captain Crunchy.
something. Please, Travis, hurry up.
Whatever happened to that like arbiter guy?
Mrs. Finger Lily.
The Arbiter? I mean,
Where'd he go?
it's back to his fucking homeland, I guess.
All
I
right.
kind of liked him.
All right. It
Yeah,
says,
he's pretty cool.
It says.
What was his name?
Okay. The Master Chief and Cortana attempt to sabotage the D-Dac.
The day.
Oh, the didact.
the didact. There you go.
Oh,
See,
okay.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
you're
good
right.
from here?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So the didact is about to leave the planet, and he's about to go destroy Earth, essentially. So what happens is that as Cortana starts getting more glitchy, she ends up helping Master Chief and starts holding him down as Master Chief's almost, the didact's about to like just kill him, and she holds him down, gives him enough time to grab a grenade and just shove it like onto his armor. He gets like backhanded back, and he's about to like kill him again, but the grenade blows up, and then he falls off the.
Wait, how does this AI like hold down this?
She was under this. You know those like the ones that they turn on, the bridges that they turn on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So those bridges that turn on, she travels through the current through those.
Oh, okay.
You know, and then like she pops up like a lot of her. She clones herself throughout this whole time when before you reach that part. So by that time, there's just like a bunch of like mini Cortanas coming up, and then they hold him down.
Why couldn't you just like make a clone and just leave it in the back?
Make one clone, but I mean,
so then she's like, okay.
True.
Oh, right.
Fuck Halo 4.
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I don't know. I mean, well, actually, through all this time when she was making her clones, when she's making her clones, she was doing something. I can't remember what it was. So it's not like, you know, she had this planned completely. So she was separating herself, like each time you go to like okay, you have to go here and you have to turn this on, and then she'd separate herself, and then she'd make it possible for her to go to the next one and then the next one, because you turn off like 4 of them, right? So by that time you get to the bridge, there's already like she already separated herself like 5 times. So she made her clone of herself already so many times. But she didn't have enough. She had enough power to basically save Master Chief and send him off, but she couldn't leave with him.
But how do you know she's dead?
How do I know she's dead? I don't know for sure she's dead. You know, obviously
Isn't she
Halo
like a
4.
hologram?
She is an AI.
Yeah, she's an AI.
Yeah, she's just
How do you
an
kill
AI.
an AI?
You know,
What if she's
like-
backed up on a hard drive at home?
Right? That's
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be that she's like made from like Dr. Halsey, the like old crone that like made all the Spartans and stuff.
Uncle Remus.
Yes.
Uncle Remus.
Yes.
So she ends up basically saving him at the end, because the explosion would have killed him or something. She ends up saving him, but she tells him like, this is as far as we go, as far, you know, I can't go with you. And then he starts getting like no, like this, like this can't happen. He starts stuttering a lot. It's like, no, we go together. So she's all like, it's already done, like, sorry. that's kind of the tone. That's kind of the tone that comes off Cortana. It's like, it's already done. Like, bye. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is, you know. And as you go back to, he goes back to the ship. He's there, just looking at the world, at Earth, just like sad. And then it's like I forgot that commander.
Johnson?
No, not Johnson. Oh, yeah,
Tiger Lily.
Yeah, Tiger Lily, sure.
Tiger Lily.
He comes in and basically, you know, he notices that like he's all super sad, and
Through the helmet?
through the helmet. No, yeah, I guess so, through the helmet, because he's just there and he.
Yeah.
Halo lore, listener. Halo lore.
Does he have the anime eyebrows over him?
Jesus Christ. He's sad.
What the fuck
All right.
does he know his expression?
Because he just lost Cortana. That was kind of Cortana. What it make it seems like that every one of these Spartans had an AI, kind of,
Like a
and
fairy
it was a
in
way for them to cope with, you know, with their, because you know, the opening cinematics saying that.
But in Reach,
But in Reach,
none
we
of
didn't
them
have
have
them.
them.
We didn't have any. So I mean, that's what I tried to get from it, you know, because I've only played through it once. I want to play through it again on Legendary, but it was a way for him. Maybe that's why he succeeded so much. Not apparently that maybe that he's lucky, but that also he had someone there with him. Unlike all these other Spartans, I mean, they did a good job up until, you know, they just got
They
raped
died.
and died, right? So yeah, he tries to comfort him, but, you know, he says, oh, like, I'm gonna, like, you know, I like there's sacrifice to everything, you know, in order, you know, to save, you know, the human race.
Don't cry, George.
Yeah, don't cry. There's sacrifice, and like, you know, we have to complete our mission, whatever the cost. Commander tells him, like, well, I mean, you make it sound like human, like that we're just like robots or something like that. And, like, everybody has feelings and stuff like that, and
Well, I mean, the Spartans are
so
kind of
sad.
supposed to be like robots.
they are, but he's telling them not to. He's telling them not to be. As he goes away, he says she told me that once.
Oh.
And then that's where it ends and goes to the cutscene.
Wherever you are.
So, yeah, that's where it ends. It goes to the cutscene if you beat it. Yeah, it's like that. The didactic is talking throughout this whole time, essentially, and it's saying it's their duty to basically make the universe as they see fit and stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So it doesn't really end on a cliffhanger, but it ends on a note that there'll be 5 pretty much, huh?
pretty much.
Okay.
Well, they're supposed to be like.
Yeah,
said
they've
that's
already
a
announced
trilogy.
5 and 6, yeah, but it's
Why is everybody so like hell bent on like destroying Earth?
because humans.
It seems like Earth has like nothing.
Humans
Like,
are like
it's like-
America. I look at all the other countries hate us.
It's just Earth is America.
yeah, like damn them in America, the Earth over there. They got all the cool stuff, and we're living over here. I don't know.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, that was the spoiler.
Welcome back, who everyone skipped who just missed this past minute.
Yeah.
I'm dying over here.
So next week we will have another game spoiled, or not next week. We're taking a Christmas break, so following week for our 3rd episode, listeners, we will have another game spoiled. It'll be randomized once again, so you don't know until that week. Suckers.
Very good. Eloquently put.
Have you guys been playing anything cool lately?
I picked up Uncharted 3 again. I wanted to play some more multiplayer
Oh.
because I gave up on Max Payne, man. I never raged more harder than any other fucking game than Max Payne. Oh man, that multiplayer. The game's fun. I love the game, but that multiplayer is so stressful because I'll have like dual machine guns. Okay, I'll be above a guy and I'll be like, unloading clip after clip into this guy. He won't die and he'll look up like just with a machine gun. It seems an M4 or something. He'll kill me and I'm just it's so frustrating. I don't know if it's lag or what, but it pisses me off. And I never really raged that hard in games.
Well, that's funny.
So-
What's a game? Okay, yeah.
So-
That's
so-
good. That's good.
So I
What's a
switched.
game?
I switched to Uncharted 3 because I personally love third-person shooters better than first-person. So
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, what's a game like he said he's never raged so hard as Max Payne in Max Payne 3. What's a game you guys have like just straight up like yell at the TV,
Yeah.
just fucking break something? Like what's a game that pissed you off? I mean, you loved it, but then you rage for some apparent reason.
Seeing every Halo that comes out
Yeah.
because I sit there and I'm like, I'm stubborn and I want to play Legendary, and then I like, the game just started, headshot, I'm dead. Like
I think the only game, I don't really get mad at games, but there's an exception, and it's not a traditional game, I guess. Well, or maybe it is. I don't know. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Because I'm the kind of guy that goes in there and tries to do the combos, and the guy that messes up right before the very last combo. So that's the only game that would probably that does make me scream at the screen and throw my controller down in a fit of rage.
Fighting games, I just try not to let my opponent get a perfect because I suck at fighting.
You can't
games.
have that happen.
So
Right
I
up to me.
just go in and I hope they don't get a perfect. As long as they don't get a perfect on me, I could care less if they win or not.
Oh.
Like, I just don't.
The last game that I did that on was not Super, but just regular Street Fighter 4. When I first got the game, when I first got that game, I came home. I played with Blanca first, and I beat the arcade with Blanca. Seth was a bitch.
Yeah.
But
yes.
Yes. That's
He's
an
so
understatement.
broken.
But the thing is that I beat it with Blanca like after 3 tries. Right? It's the same difficulty. It was like on normal, and then I go to Chun-Li, and the same difficulty, normal, and I get to Seth. I die 5 times. I'm like, okay, like how can, like I'm letting them get to me. I die 5 more times. I die 5 more times. By the time I hit 20 deaths from Seth,
Man,
I kid you, this is what I do. I get up, I grab the game case, and I chuck it right at the ground, and I break the case.
You threw
and
it on the ground.
Yeah, I chucked it at the ground, and I started yelling at the TV and saying, "Fuck this game! It's fucking rigged!" Blah blah blah. I died about 10 more times, and then I beat Seth. 30 times. It took me like 30 tries to beat Seth. That's the last time I raged that hard. That game was bullshit.
I actually bought Street Fighter 4 on a kind of just a whimsy. I went to the mall and there was a line in front of the GameStop, and I was like, "What are you guys all waiting outside here for?" And they're like, "Oh, they're giving Street Fighter 4 a week early," and we all pre-ordered it, so they called us up. And I was like, "Oh, cool." So I just got in line anyways, and they sold me one. Yeah, I thought that was funny too. They're like, "Oh, you even got one of like the pre-order headbands too." You know, like
the Ryu headband.
Oh hell yeah, that was so. I played the game. I didn't even beat arcade. I couldn't even beat Seth. Gave up on it. So I tried online. Couldn't even beat online. I played. I think my record on that was like 1-40 for the online, and the only person I won, he was lagging, and he stood there, and he even told me, I was like, dude, I'm lagging. Hold on a second, and I just kept beating the shit out of him. He's like, dude, no, I'm serious. I'm lagging. And I just beat him finally. I was like, done.
You earned that win though.
I did. And so like my record is like 1-40 or 1-30, some ridiculous number because, yeah, it's just dumb. I can't stand fighting games. I don't know.
I went on Super Street Fighter 4, whatever Turbo or whatever the version's called. I actually went like 27 wins in a row. And it was doing the cheapest shit ever. It was just doing Sakura's like a little like kick where she goes goes around and then she
uppercut.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't Sakura. It was what's her name? The ninja. With the brown ninja.
Oh, with the
knives
where she has a little thing over her face.
Ibuki.
Ibuki.
Yeah,
Ibuki.
like it was just her slide move where she slides on the ground and then cracks your neck. I would do that, then walk towards them, and they'd like jump up thinking I was gonna do it again, and I would just grab them and throw them on the floor.
Nice.
And then they get up, I just grab them, throw them on the floor again, and then they still didn't think any better, so I'd grab them, throw them on the floor again, and then by that time, they got used to it, so they're like ready to counter my grab, and we do like the the counter grab thing, and then I would just slide under and break their neck. I won like so many times in a row. I got so many messages, and I regret nothing. I regret it. I got my Chibo. That's all that matters. My like
Nice.
20 wins in a row Chibo or whatever. I regret nothing.
So then I guess back to the question. So what have you guys been playing lately?
Cat Mario.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Have you guys played Cat Mario?
No,
Cat
guys,
Mario?
listeners-
Cat Mario.
Listeners, don't
What
play
is
Cat
it like?
Mario.
Anyone who's listening right now, Mom, please. Mom, load up. Just download. Go on Google. Search Cat Mario. Download it. It's a Russian Mario clone. And it is the best game ever if you want to just frustrate someone. And
It's just really hard,
and I
isn't
watched
it?
George play it over a 2.5 hour span, and he beat it. But
It's
was
just
just
really
hilarious.
it's really ridiculously hard, right?
no, it's just ridiculously unfair. It's not very hard. You'll have things like you jump over a warp pipe and a manatee comes out and kills you. You go down the warp pipe, and you land on the top of the screen and you just splat on the ground. You jump on an enemy and all of a sudden he turns into a spiky enemy. You get the mushroom and you get super buff and big and you crash through the stage. You get to the finishing level, like the flagpole, and when you're jumping towards the flagpole turns sideways and kills you. It is just the greatest, funniest
George,
game
yeah,
ever.
George, you told me about that one day about the game Cat
I
Mario.
played it. It was bullshit.
Everyone here, please play.
Oh my god,
It is hilarious.
frustrated the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I jump and a cloud kills me. I was like, how does a cloud kill me?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It is amazing.
Cat Mario.
I think the game I played is PlayStation All Stars. I've been playing that a lot.
You enjoying that now, huh?
I'm not so much when it's 4 players. 3 players is okay.
You know, I mixed on that. I like 4 players, but I like it when it's everyone I know. Because then it's just a fucking chaos on the
Is
screen.
that a fun game?
It's fun.
It's pretty fun, but
Is it compatible? Like on the
if
level of
it's
Smash
one,
Brothers?
if it's one-on-one, there's one level that's just plain flat, and that's that
So you could
that
actually
you
do
can do.
combos and stuff?
Yeah.
yeah, I
Some
like I said,
combos.
4 players is for friends. I feel 3 players, I probably go online because it's containable. At least what's going on the screen.
Well, no, I mean, because 4 players, it is so the controls to that game is just so there's so many combinations that you can do that most of the time you're just on the screen and if you do 4 players, even if with your friends, I'm still like I was with my cousins and I'm like playing and my cousin loves playing 4-player and I tell him I don't like it. Like I like like the less players the better because then I know what I'm doing. Where the other one who has 4 players, it's just like so many things are going on screen, you know. There's only really one person having the upper hand while the other ones are kind of just trying to jumble and trying to do a move, but they really never have that advantage that the other person has, whatever person that may be. You know what is fun is playing against the characters when they're on when they're on like 5 level difficulty, which is the highest.
Nice.
It is you can learn some combos from them. Yes, it's pretty cool seeing them fight, but god damn, you cannot beat these guys. They're Sly Cooper on 5 like on the 5 difficulty. He counters everything. He knows when you're about to punch him, and
it's a computer.
Jesus, Smash wasn't that hard. Smash wasn't that hard at all when they were at like, you know, at their fullest.
Yeah.
This is just crazy. But I mean, it's fun. What we did was like it was me and my cousin, and then we threw in a computer, so it was just 3, and we continued playing that match. Like if most of the time we lost, obviously, but we continued playing that match until one of us came up on top. Until one of us came up on top. It was a bitch, but you know, it's fun. It's competitive, yes. 1-on-1 though. It's not if you play with more, it gets so stupid.
It gets
it's
so
just
chaotic.
More so it's just like
Yeah.
pressing buttons.
Yeah, then it just becomes kind of button mash.
Yeah.
What about you, Burnley? Playing anything?
Before.
Well, I was playing more San Andreas and Hawken.
Oh, they just the open beta now, right? For Hawken?
Yep,
Is that game fun?
It's pretty good. It's like you guys ever play X Steel? It was like an IJJI.
The only game I can think of that I played that was like a mech game was the Mech Warriors back then.
Like Mech Warrior,
that's
Chrome
fun.
Hounds, things like that.
Yeah.
Like so it's pretty simple. It's like they've got a couple game modes like Team Deathmatch. One of the cool ones is like, what's that called? It's like laser control or something. So like it's like basically capture the flag, except that you capture them so that these lasers can go like shoot the enemy base to destroy it.
That's pretty
So
interesting.
there's like a reason for you to capture it.
Yeah.
So like unlike Battlefield where you're just like losing tickets.
Yeah. That reminds me of a tangent real quick. Do you guys ever play Twisted Metal? The newest one?
Oh, the new one.
Not
Yeah.
the
The newest one, they had a mode where you had to capture the leader to the enemy base, and you had to drag them across the field to a giant rocket turret or somewhere in the middle of it. And so each team had like floating kind of like statues of their boss. So you had like Sweet Tooth on one side, just giant thing in the sky, and then on the other side be like Dollface. So then you'd have to go through the team, capture Dollface, drag her through the field, get her to a rocket turret somewhere like in the middle of the field, and then hold her there, and then defend the turret while like the other teams are trying to get her back. Defend it while it prepares the rocket and then fires, and then you would guide the missile into their statue, but then the team could try and shoot it out of the sky along the way. You had to get it 3 times.
It's pretty cool.
So I don't know, that just motivated me.
Intense.
It was really intense, and it took a long time if people didn't know what they were doing. That was one of those modes where you needed teamwork, because if you didn't get it, then you'd be there for hours. It was like old World of Warcraft Alterac Valley, where it would just be a tug of war for like
Jesus
hour.
Christ,
For any
Alterac Valley.
Yeah, for any WoW players, like vanilla WoW people, man, Alterac Valley was like hours.
Nope.
So, all right, that's cool. Pedro, what about you?
I'm playing. The only thing I'm playing right now, honestly, is League of Legends.
Get some
And
LOL
it's
in
League
there?
of Legends. I mean, can't really say much. If you know what League of Legends is, you know what I'm talking about. That's all I'm playing right now.
Oh well, weren't we doing a game that surprised you?
Oh yeah, okay. Back to
No,
that.
we didn't.
A game that surprised me that I thought was gonna be bad, and I
What were
played.
we
And I
talking
played.
about?
We were talking about
Uh,
what we're playing recently.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
let's see. Shoot.
Game that's
Minority Report for the GameCube.
No, this yeah right.
No, I'm serious.
This came out
Okay.
ago.
No,
The most
Minority
recent
Report for the GameCube.
most recent Castlevania, Lord of Shadows. You guys play that one?
No.
It looked gorgeous. It looked really, really good, and it got decent reviews from sites, 7s, some 8s. They weren't claiming. They were kind of claiming similar to Darksiders 1, where it just didn't know what it wanted to be. Did it want to be because it had Shadow Colossus bosses, where you scale the boss and take its weak points out, but then it had God of War combat, where it would just be button mashing combos, and then it had puzzles, just similar to other games, and it kind of had a lost identity, but I just picked it up because I was like, it looks okay, just a decent beat 'em up game that I wanted to try, and I found myself enjoying it quite a bit. And Mercury Steam, a studio who came out of nowhere, this was their first game they did. They're based in Spain. They did a pretty good job. I was surprised for a first time dev like that, and that game actually surprised me. They also are a team that I love them making games because the game was so long. Like, there were so many levels in this game that you spent $60 on it and you got a full package. It was no 10-hour game and you're like, fuck, what am I gonna do now? Oh, DLC now. No, this game was, I think, like 11 chapters, but then with each chapter there were like 10 levels. Like, it was ridiculous. And then not only that, but then the levels had trials that you could do, and then all the hidden stuff, because in typical Castlevania, you got to kind of explore the levels to get the 110% thing, which I think there was an achievement for that as well. But it was just ridiculous how big this game was, and that was one that really surprised me. As far as, like I said, I was picking up just to kind of kill a weekend, but I found myself pretty blown away and very, very excited for Lord of Shadows 2 that they just recently announced. So.
Pretty cool. Cool. I think a game that surprised me, and one at that was actually it's kind of old.
Camp Mario?
No, not Camp Mario. It's kind of old. Came out a while back. Guys, that movie games are just bad, right?
Yeah, they were just.
Yes. Well, obviously the one that surprised everybody was X-Men Wolverine.
Origin.
Yes.
That one did, because they actually went with the M rating, which they should, so blood was everywhere. The cool effect was when he takes damage, he actually starts losing his skin all the way to the adamantium. That was sweet.
Yes.
So, yeah,
So that game, no, I mean you probably played it. I mean, a good amount of you probably played it. It was actually really cool. I found myself playing for hours on end. This game was it was bloody. Everything we love about Wolverine, it was in this game. Besides, it followed the story of the movie that
sucked.
The
movie was
kind
terrible,
of.
man.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't to me. It wasn't
okay.
that bad, but it wasn't the best at all. Let's just put it at that. It wasn't the best at all.
Passable.
It was barely.
It's an okay
I guess.
movie.
Barely.
Too bad they
The-
massacred Deadpool.
Deadpool was wow.
Gambit was the biggest
Gambit.
disappointment. Gambit's in the movie and they get to him like, ugh.
The biggest disappointment in the movie, the CG. God damn. that
Oh, the
was
CG is
terrible. When he takes out the first time in the bathroom by himself, he just takes it out, and there was they don't look like they do like the ones they did in the other X-Men movies. It's this was just, it looked like it was unedited, the animate, not the animation, but just they didn't touch up on the CG, so it looked like, oh, this is how the claw looks. That's the final product. We'll put it like that.
I'm excited for the second movie, just the Wolverine, the sequel to that one.
Yes.
Days of Future Past.
Yeah, no, not that one. That was the X-Men. This is
the X-Men.
This is the Wolverine
They're
origin
making
sequel.
another one.
Yeah, this is where he's in. It's based on the one when he goes to Japan and he gets the samurai training and all that.
Nice.
The movie poster they released is pretty sick. So he's got his claws out and he's the typical. He's on the top of a building and it's raining. He's got his claws out in one hand and then the other hand he's got the samurai sword kind of leaning over his legs as he's squatting on the top of the statue. It looks pretty sweet.
I mean, what's up, bro?
They chainsaw their way out.
Burnley, did you have a game?
Which one?
that you didn't that surprised you that you thought was gonna be bad?
I thought was gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Nah.
Just every game's gonna be good in your eyes, huh?
No. No. But nah, I don't know. Nothing really comes from.
He'll get back
comes
to you.
mind.
Alright.
He'll get back to you next week.
Alright.
Figure
Did you
something
have one,
out.
Pedro?
Yeah, Minority Report for the GameCube.
No, he's.
I'm so serious. Okay, well, this was when I was, let's see, I was 16. This was Best Buy, so I'm walking. Look, this is also the same day I bought Elite Beat Agents for the DS. I had like a nice
Nice.
like
That's a good
30
choice.
spot in my pocket. So I picked up Elite Beat Agents from a demo right there, and then I saw Minority Report for the GameCube, and it was like literally like $2.99, I think. And I'm like, $2.99 can't be that bad. I picked it up and I got home, and first thing I did was look up the rating for it, because I'm like, why would it be so cheap unless something?
Yeah, it was terrible.
I think on every review site it was like 1.5, 0.5,
Dang.
like 0.
Dang.
One of them was just a picture of a dude flipping it off. Like, and I put it in, and well, the first thing is Tom Cruise. I guess they couldn't license him, so it's just some generic white dude that sounds like.
Yeah, it's a blonde guy, right? If I'm
Yeah,
right.
he kind of sounded like Hugh Jackman. He's like, but
Probably got Hugh Jackman before he was famous.
yeah, before he had money.
Get
So
those
you're
cards.
playing, and I mean the control's not responsive, but I'm like, I'll keep playing, and like right out of the gate, you like come out of the subway, and there's just these generic black dudes, and they're like, "Fuck you," and you're just punching the shit out of them, and the combo system's so broken, like you push like B 3 times, and you like can walk away from the controller, and it's still fighting. It's like doing multiple things. It's like picking them up, breaking them in half, throwing them, biting their ears, whatever. Like, I'm serious. Like, it's so broke. Like, controller is so unresponsive that you could just button mash and you could just watch it like a movie for like 5 minutes.
Jesus.
And I'm like, what is this? But I'm like, you know what? It's a beat 'em up, whatever. Maybe it's because I hadn't played a beat 'em up for a while at that point. So I keep going. I get to like level 3. It's like an office building, and I'm like, okay, same shit. And suddenly, like, I pick up this dude and I throw him out a window. Like, he crashes out the window, and I'm like, this is the best fucking game ever. And I kept playing it, and eventually it got so broken that it's impossible to progress. Because it's one of those games where it makes you, like, 5-star each mission to be able to advance to level, like, 4. You know?
Wow.
So I just ended up, like, looking up cheats. And I beat it like that. I was invincible. I was, like, badass Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
You know
Badass
what? It was
generic
worth
gun.
the $3 I paid for it. Very worth it.
You want to know another game surprised me? Was Eternal Darkness. You ever
Oh,
play
that game's so good.
See, that game was good, but you play it now or back then, like that game had terrible controls though. Like the way,
Yeah, it's
like,
pretty so tanky.
it's so tanky, but yeah, it was so fun for what it did. And now Silicon Knights is like tanky.
I regret selling that game.
Yeah.
I sold it for like $80 on eBay. I regret. I want to play it again.
I regret
Oh,
selling my
never
Kingdom
will.
Hearts 1 and 2. I sold my Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's why I can't wait for the HD versions to come out. Gonna be Kingdom Hearts.
Oh God.
So,
Kingdom Hearts.
Well,
I think that's
got it, right?
Yeah.
well,
Well-
that's gonna do it.
if you guys would like, listeners, send us some emails at
deadformatreviews@gmail.com.
or hit us up on the Twitter at
Dead Format R.
Yes.
deadformatar.
Or call Burnley at 909.
So yeah, send us questions, comments. Let us know how we can make the show better. We're still tweaking everything we do, trying to get segments and stuff.
Yes.
So, but yeah, hit us up with some questions, and if not, then we will be back not next week because it is Christmas here, and
In America.
in America, like you Europeans.
You European.
We love you guys. For the one guy who's listening, if there is one of that. We will be back the following week with
I'm gonna take a break.
a new
I'm
dead
fucking lazy.
format podcast.
And for those wondering when the site is up, when is the site up, Burnley?
Yeah.
Our programmer here, it's
Soon.
Very good, very good.
so.
I heard Half-Life 3's coming out soon. Alright. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. I'm Pedro.
I'm George.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Travis.
Get out there and speak some geek, guys.